The persona. The mask we created out of pure necessity to survive. It covers our true faces, and after a while, that true face is forgotten. The mask becomes our face. It keeps us safe, but over time, it may become the very thing that blocks us from realizing our truest potential. The term persona was coined by psychiatrist Carl Jung. He described the persona as a complicated system of relations between the individual and society, designed on the one hand to make a definite impression upon others, and on the other to conceal the true nature of the individual. The persona is how we appear to the world and how we want to be seen by other people. Out of necessity, in order to fit into society, our families, or our circle of friends, we begin to shape this mask from a very young age. What makes us create a mask that conceals who we truly are? As children, we are vulnerable and deeply dependent on the love and acceptance of those around us. And so we observe carefully what behavior makes people smile and what leads to punishment. And so, piece by piece, we shape a version of ourselves that feels acceptable. This becomes our persona. The parts of us that don't fit our persona are pushed away into what Jung calls the shadow. Perhaps our boldness was seen as rude or unacceptable. Perhaps our tears were seen as weakness. These rejected parts of ourselves don't just disappear, they simply go underground, lying dormant in the unconscious, waiting to be remembered and reintegrated. As children, in this way, we slowly become a very conditioned version of ourselves. A self created not based on our inner truth, but one that is completely attuned to our environment's expectations and hopes and wishes for us. As we carry this persona and start identifying with it, we start to make our life decisions through it. We may start to believe that it is our dream to become a lawyer, but maybe that was a dream passed down from a parent. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with creating a persona. In fact, we need one. It's how we navigate through the world. And it may serve us well. It may help you to find a job, to have a sufficient amount of money, and a secure relationship with your parents and friends. It can give you stability, safety, approval, and love. There's no trouble wearing a mask when you're well aware that you're wearing one. But when you're unaware of wearing a mask, you may start identifying strongly with that mask. Consequently, you may forget the face that once lived underneath it. You may forget your true self. When the mask has become your face, imagine taking that off. What will be left of you? Your whole sense of who you are depends on it. It's a terrifying thought because it threatens everything. Your status, your relationships, your job, your reputation, your place in the world. Taking off that mask feels like losing yourself, and potentially a lot more. So it might be more comfortable just wearing that mask a little longer for now. Yet, there is a grave cost to wearing this mask. It's not all benefits. When we strongly identify with the persona, we suppress our truth. And suppressing your truth takes a lot of energy in our unconscious. And we can do this for some time in our lives, with the help of distractions and short-lived satisfactions, keeping ourselves busy, filling the silence with noise. But eventually, our psyche can take it no longer. It will start to turmoil. As Jung says, these identifications with the social role are a very fruitful source of neurosis. A man cannot get rid of himself in favor of an artificial personality without punishment. Our truth can only be ignored for so long. And so one day you might find yourself feeling completely lost and off track. A burnout, a sudden disinterest in your job, a depression, a heartbreak, a wake-up call that cracks the illusion completely. Suddenly, the identity you have worn your whole life no longer fits. A true gift from our psyche, a reset that initiates you to look yourself in the eyes and remember there's a truth there that can no longer be denied. This is a difficult realization when you become aware of the mask you've been wearing, when you realize you've been living someone else's expectations of you instead of living according to your own. It is absolutely necessary that the mask, the persona, shatters if we are to live a life that we can truly call our own. If we are to live a life that is truly fulfilling to us. How else can we find what truly lights us up if we're still playing the part others expect us to play? As Jung says, one cannot individuate as long as one is playing a role to oneself. This is the work of individuation that Carl Jung refers to, the process of coming home to your deepest truth. And this is a process. One cannot just take the mask off. The persona is complex and holds many different layers and masks. And that takes time and energy and a lot of courage to let go of these and to find once again the parts of ourselves that were left behind. As mentioned before, the lost parts of ourselves don't just easily lie in front of us. They are deeply hidden somewhere within us. And so this process is a psychic search. And it may be a lifelong process. To reclaim the hidden parts of yourself and to shed those that no longer serve you means you're in for a wander into a deep, unknown, dark forest. And this is the decision that lies before you after the message from your psyche. Are you ignoring this scream from your soul, or will you listen? Are you taking the blue pill, or will you commit to find your truth once more? If you decide to take the red pill, you will slowly craft a new persona, one that is now aligned with your truth. We need a persona in this world to present ourselves, but may it become one that is showing off our true personality with all of its unique traits, instead of a societal mask, deeply impersonal, feigning our individuality. This work has no particular destination. Personally, I guess if there is a destination, then for me it is to walk this path, to descend into the unknown and ascend into a new truth over and over again, deeper and deeper. This is the path of the wanderer, to venture more and more into your deepest truth, to leave behind the masks that kept you safe. And it is not easy. At times, it's scary and deeply confrontational. And you might lose a lot of things in your life that you once very much valued. But to me, it's all worth it. Because what you reclaim is your true face. The one waiting patiently to be embraced once again. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to share something about your experience with the persona or where you're at on your journey right now, then I would love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you very much. Keep walking, and I'll see you next time.